Do you have anything to add to what Debbie said?
No, we just really pleased about the progress that we've made over the years. I used to have my own business and excited about what Debbie got into. I started noticing, taking notice when I started seeing those checks going up and up and up. So we're really excited about just the way that the company's grown and been a part of it and so forth. So everything's good.
Okay, so we'll start with our questions. Real quick before we do each of you mind telling what you did or do right now so everybody can see kind of the different walks of life we've got in here? Dave?
I'm full-time with It Works with Debbie. Debbie and I are working full-time.
What did you do first? Before that, anything?
Immediately before I was in a recruiting job that I didn't enjoy at all. And before that, I owned my own business, and Debbie and I was a family-owned business for years and years, a residential fire safety business.
Thank you, Dave. Nathan?
I'm a retired school teacher, and I also retired from my medical supply job, and I'm full-time with It Works, and my wife Candy.
Debbie?
I'm a real estate agent with Keller Williams, and full-time with It Works, kind of balancing both of those.
Same as Debbie, we share both hats a lot of the times. I'm also a real estate agent with Keller Williams here in Grand Rapids, and looking to do that very less than part-time and do It Works more than full-time, so I'm excited, and that's on record.
Denise?
I work at a local community mental health and do psychology stuff, and I lead groups and do therapy with families and kids all day, and I went part-time back in May. And don't tell my boss, but I'll probably be quitting in the next 6 months or so.
Yay!
It's okay, my boss's husband's our accountant, so he already knows. And Denise is actually our fit coach, too, on FitWorks. Oh. So when you go on there, she's our life coach, fit coach. So you can set your goals and she'll help you reach them. Yeah. What did I do? I was a nurse.
And a hairstylist. And
which
what
one?
I know, which hat was I wearing?
For the most of my previous 5-6 years, I was nursing.
Thank you. Steph?
I'm like Carla. I think I've had many hats. So I've worked in a salon, massage therapist, did financing, so a little bit of everything, but just It Works right now, full time. I love it. So.
And postal worker.
Yeah, retired postal worker.
She used to go postal on us all the time.
I did not.
and I was a school teacher, but I said that, so I'm sure you heard that. Before we get going, one of the things I hear almost all the time from men and women is, how does man do this business? I don't think this is for a man, this is for a woman. Well, the one thing I gotta say to you, and I know you men are smart, why wouldn't a man want to work in an industry where women are making all the buying decisions? And when you look at the statistics, women make 80% of the buying decisions in the home. So wouldn't you want to be working in an industry they're spending all the money on? I think that's more of a brilliant thing than a man can't do thing. Like, and I think you men are always wanting to get your foot in the door with women as much as possible. So, but I want to know from the two guys that were able to come tonight and be on the panel, what do you lead with, and how do you cold call, if you will? Is it even possible for a man to cold call with this product? Are you wrapping people? How in the heck? You must lead with vitamins.
No, we lead with regular.
Ever since I've known you guys, I've always thought, now what is Nathan's part of this whole thing?
I'm the comic relief, that's about it. Child support. That's the exact same thing that we address every third Thursday we meet here. It's the men's roundtable, and that's exactly what we talk about. How can a man do this? And I usually kind of open the meeting with a tough love talk. That's just an excuse for a man to say, oh, it's a wrap, it's a women's line of product, and I can't do it. The only thing that you can't do is, step behind a booth, ask a woman to raise her shirt and wrap her. That's the only thing you can't do. And there's no really reason you can't do that, but I just wouldn't recommend it. It doesn't keep you from talking to people about the product, and it doesn't keep you from talking to people about the business opportunities. So it's just an excuse, and there's too many guys that are using that. I just want to be a supportive husband. So how do I do it? Well, I talk about the wrap. If whatever waitress or whatever person, you know, if someone came across to me as a gregarious, outgoing, happy person, energetic, that's the type of people that I want to be on my team. So I'll just simply say to them, hey, you know, I have this product that causes inch loss in 45 minutes. It's a site-specific body wrap. It's the coolest thing in the world. You would be great at marketing this product. Can I at least, you know, give you my card or talk to you? Does that interest you at all? Just something. You know, the wrap is what I always lead with a woman, obviously. If I have an opportunity to talk to a guy, I usually go right to the money. I usually go right to the opportunity.
That's how we got Brandon.
I go right to, you know, I might not even say the word wrap. I say I've got a hold of this hot product that is in high demand. It works every time. It's affordable, and it's right on the front of, you know, what I call a perfect storm. It's health and wellness. It's direct sales. You know, the company is in a position where it hasn't hit its tipping point. Those are the type of things that I think a guy catches on to quicker. They see the supply and demand thing quicker. So I'll talk to them about the position of the company and the timing of it, and then the fact that it's a hot product sells itself. And then 20 minutes later they go, oh, so what is it? After we've already kind of talked about, they're already a little bit interested. You know, so what's the product? That's a site-specific body wrap that causes inch loss in 45 minutes. So.
Dave, anything to add to that?
Well, I think that's a really smart way to go about it. You know, whether it be at the bank or at the grocery store or whatever, it seems that gives you an opportunity to talk about, and it gives you an in, whatever the conversation may be. In fact, at the bank or whatever, you know, talking to the cashier at the grocery store, running into somebody at the deli, it's always something that I'm looking for to talk to them about, is what they're doing, or, you know, you're doing what, you know, do you know of anybody that's looking for a part-time or even a full-time position, especially in this economy, because there's a lot of people, as we all know, in Michigan especially, it seems, that have been displaced, or they've been you know, given a pink slip or downsized or whatever, and there's a lot of people these days that are looking for an opportunity, and a lot of people have just given up too. So if you can just present it in such a way that you got something that may be of interest to someone who's looking for us to make an extra $5,000 or $1,000 a week or whatever the case may be, that could give you the opportunity to kind of reach into a conversation and bring it out and offer them the It Works business.
Okay, now you guys probably don't have any idea what questions we're going to be talking about tonight, but I'm going to give you a little quick rundown, and we're going to not go in depth. We're going to talk about it a little bit. We know we're respecting your time, but if something that we talk about, you didn't hear enough about it, make sure you grab us afterwards, okay? But the first question I asked them to be prepared with, what's been working? And that's a pretty vague question, so I'll go first, and then you guys can do what you did, and we'll try to keep them concise just because we want to be available after for Q&A. But what's been working? Well, as Dave was saying, with the economy like it is, and Michigan being the worst probably of most states, I have been doing over and above the work when people tell me they can't afford to buy the kit, because that's why they're getting in, they need money, right? They can't even afford to buy the kit. I think that's a lame duck excuse. If you're not doing a good job showing them, then it could be a good excuse. But it's our job to help them see how they can raise that money. Now, if they're not willing to go out and help you raise that money, then they might not really be hungry enough yet. But 8 wraps come in the kit. We all know that, right? So I make it a priority to either, I make up a cute little ticket that looks like a pretty hot event that you want to be at, and I let them know I've only got 8 seats available. They're $25 a piece, or you could even say $30 a piece, or $20, whatever you're doing. I say $25, you know, and I sell that. Do you want to spot at my show? Or do you want to spot at my party, or do you want to spot it at my event? You know, however you want to call it. And then I get them to sell 8 of those tickets. They bring me the money, we get the kit, we're ready to go. Sometimes we will go ahead and have them put 8 people in a room where they think they could actually put 12, 15, 20 in a room. Then I have them put the people in a room, and I front the wraps. And then that night, everything goes under them. We put them in first, and everything goes under them. That kit comes, I get those 8 wraps. Make sense?